Hey guys, thank you for joining me today on Godspot. I'm going to talk to you about never fight a bad habit. Now, Jesus taught that bad habits, sinful patterns, need to be drastically dealt with, because if not, they're going to hinder your spiritual life. And he went as far to say in Mark chapter 9, if your hand causes you to be involved in a bad habit, a sinful pattern, cut it off. He said if your eye causes you to stumble and to be involved in a sinful habit, a bad habit, pluck it out. Now, I'm very confident that he didn't mean to do this physically, although some people over the years have done this. It's to their own detriment. This is not what he's talking about. He's just simply talking about dealing with bad habits. So here's a couple of interesting quotes, a bit of a tongue-in-cheek type of quote. I'm a good person with a few bad habits. Well, that describes 99.9% of the people on the earth. Another quote says, is it a bad habit if you like them? Well, when it comes to bad habits, we often are encouraged to fight them. But Steve Bartlett, who wrote the book Diary of a CEO, says never fight a bad habit. He goes on to say, and let me quote him, instead of fighting a bad habit, which often strengthens it through focused resistance, replace it by modifying the habit loop. So what this is talking about is learn to identify the triggers, replace the negative routine with a positive one, and then focus on the negative consequences to reduce its appeal. So there's a number of key strategies I'd like to give you, I think will really help you. Number one, understand the loop. Habits have a cue or a trigger, which then leads to a routine, a behavior, and it brings about a reward, even if it's temporary. Now, to change the habit, keep the same cue, the same trigger, you're going to be triggered, and the same reward, but insert a healthier routine in its place. Then instead of eating sugared foods, eat foods that will satisfy you without the sugar. You understand what I'm saying here? The second thing is replace, don't erase. Old habits are never truly forgotten, but they need to be replaced with new habits, more positive actions. And the only way you're going to replace the old is with the new. Number three, modify your environment. There are certain surroundings that you need to remove yourself from because they're going to trigger you and it will initiate you to be involved in a bad habit. So that means your friends, the places you hang out, wherever it may be, you need to really consider that. Then another way to deal with bad habits is use visualization. Focus on the long-term negative consequences of the habit rather than the immediate. Yes, it may feel good right now, it may satisfy the craving, but long-term, the detriment that it's going to bring to your life and the consequences can be enormous. I call that taking time to reflect upon the consequences if you continue down that line. Another way that we can deal with bad habits is take it one day at a time. This is really important because people try to break a habit and go hardcore. You need to take it one day at a time. Focus on breaking the habit just one day at a time. And as you do, mark off the days. And then if you do break it, if you do give in to the bad habit, then go back and start again. And you'll find your days will get longer and longer and longer. And then lastly, finally, be patient. Habits take time to break. And it's crucial that you and I stay consistent rather than aiming for immediate perfection. And resistance often keeps a habit alive. Therefore, changing the underlying subconscious need is more effective than pure sheer willpower. I hope this really helps you. And I think we all deal with habits along the way. And I hope this really encourages you. You can do it. Make yourself accountable to someone, bring them in on it, and let them help you break a bad habit. Thank you for listening. Have a great day. Hit the like button, share it with someone else.